Good morning, agency CRMers. Now, this video is just for you guys. I've been thinking about you and how I really need to put together a final action step video, which is going to be about marketing. And the reason I've been hesitating is I'm looking for the right partner. I have a lot of experience in marketing, but this is too important. So I really want to find somebody who specializes in agency marketing, and I'm going to try to do a joint webinar. And parts of that joint webinar are going to really focus on how to launch your agency, and part of it is going to be turned into an action step video that I'm going to post on the Facebook group. But for now, I hope you don't mind if I just ramble on a little bit about some important things that you could do in the near term. And I also want to comment on what to do with these features that keep coming out. What do you do with those? How do you convert those into customers? But first, I want to talk about a failing that I've had that I really don't want you to repeat, the same mistake that I've made. It might be a way for us to turn, something that has been a roadblock into an opportunity to propel us forward. So what I'm talking about is features. When features come out, it's always fantastic. I get this rush of adrenaline, and it's great. I put the video together, I throw it out there, and then I move on to the next feature. But one failing that I've had is I tend to wait to launch any new offer or any new landing page until a feature is done. It's always like, okay, I've got this amazing campaign editor coming. What a shame if I, spend a bunch of money on ads or, put a lot of content together, and then I'm just gonna have to redo it, because when the campaign editor is done, it's gonna be a totally different product almost. That's a huge failure in the marketing department. Marketing is all about marketing what you have now and planning for what you're going to have in the future. So I kind of forgot that. Just because I'm too close to this product. So basically what I want you to do, and what I'm going to try to start doing, I'm going to market what I have now, because already we have an amazing product that is best in class in a number of different categories, not just campaigns, but also the publisher. So I'm going to be marketing that, and I'm going to be planning for the next big feature that's coming out, or the next 3 or 4 features that are coming out. One of the reasons I send out these videos occasionally, giving you an update on what I'm planning to do, what our roadmap is, so you guys can start planning for the launch of those features. So basically, let me give you an example. For example, we're going to be coming out with this watermark feature soon, and that feature is going to be totally free to you guys, obviously. But I still want to have an offer attached to it. So when I go out with that, I'm going to be thinking of some offer, maybe it's an upgrade to enterprise, because the watermarking feature, you'll get more stored watermarks if you're an enterprise client. So that's a massive opportunity for me to go out there and get a bunch of enterprise upgrades. So I'm starting to plan now, get my emails put together, everything ready. So when the feature is actually done, which is going to be literally any day now, might even be this week, when that's done, I need to have all my stuff ready so I can launch this offer. So the old Craig, what I would have done is just kept checking every morning. It's like, is this thing done yet? Is it done yet? And when it's done, I just completely lose my mind with joy. And it's just like a visceral reaction I get when it's done. I record a super excited video and I send it out, and obviously nothing happens. It doesn't move the needle on the revenue, because like I said, we already have plenty of features. It's not like just adding another feature is going to make people so happy with the product that they're going to buy even more. The only reason they're going to buy more is through offers. And putting together great offers is super important for you guys. And I'm almost never talking about a discount. Whenever you can have an offer be something where you're giving them more for the same amount of money, or you're giving them something, could be entirely unrelated to the product. Like everybody who signs up for this or upgrades during this time frame, you're going to give them a gift card or something else. Try not to discount your product whenever possible. So anyway, getting back to features, there's something else I want you guys to do when a new feature comes out. You've seen my videos. I always do a video when there's a new feature. One of the reasons I do that is it really helps create super fans. I just don't do any external marketing. But it's really the people that follow my videos, that watch my videos, they follow my YouTube channel, they subscribe to my YouTube channel. So those are the people that have really propelled me forward. And finally, my email list, of course, is very important now that I've got a lot of clients. So I want you guys to have the same thing. And the way you do that is every time you see me either just posting an update on the Facebook group for a new feature, or if you see me, pushing out a new video with a new feature, turn on your camera and create your own video. I don't care if you're afraid of the camera. That will pass. I was totally afraid to go in front of the camera, and now I'm posting stuff all the time, and it really doesn't bother me. So what I recommend you do is, create your own persona. It doesn't have to be exactly you. It should be a more, slightly elevated version of you. Put out a little more enthusiasm, a lot of smiles, even if you're having a bad morning. Because if you're not enthusiastic about your product or your feature upgrade, then nobody will be. So again, just to restate, when I come up with a feature upgrade, it's a huge opportunity for you to show that excitement. And that's just another touch point. It's basically an excuse for you to reach out to your existing audience. Hopefully by now you've got even a small email list is fine, because they might share it. I want you to make sure you have a YouTube channel just for this agency or your SaaS product, and keep adding videos to that. Because what will happen is, if somebody watches that video and they like it, they will watch the rest of your videos. And if you can get somebody to sit there and spend the afternoon going through all your videos, you've got them as a customer for life. It doesn't matter if your website isn't totally dialed in yet. They would go through a text-only website and buy from you if they had watched all of your videos and they trust you. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. So you want to make sure that that's the kind of relationship you have with your prospects. So that's the next step. The only other thing I would mention about your videos, it doesn't always have to be about feature releases. People also want to hear answers to questions that they have. They want to learn. That puts you in that position where you're the instructor, you're the expert. So to position yourself like that, it might make sense for you to do a little keyword research, find out which questions people are asking. If they're out there asking, how do I find the right time to publish to social media? If you find some, high points, people in your target demographic or industry that you're targeting, what is important to them? What are they asking about, social media? If you can give them some really detailed how-to videos, especially if you can work in screen sharing of your front end. So if you have an agency CRM, white label version of Socialmonials that you can be showing as a screen share as you're talking to them about this, maybe show your picture at the bottom left. Now you're developing a relationship with them, you're establishing yourself as the expert, and you're showing them your product. So by the time they watch a few of those how-to videos, they're really going to think of you as the expert in the field. They're not going to go do it themselves. Nobody ever does. In general, people are, I find, pretty lazy. They want somebody to do it for them. They don't feel they have the expertise. And if they did, they probably wouldn't be watching the video to begin with. So if they're watching through and you're establishing yourself as an expert, the next step is they will call you. Put some kind of link to, I would put it to your homepage. If you have other related videos, you could put links to those videos as well to keep them going. But those how-to videos, basically early on, I want you to just establish some super fans. You need some people that are going to propel you through all of the ad testing and other things you're going to do when you start to try to generate massive traffic. Because more important than traffic right now is having a group of customers who believe in you. It might be a group of people who you already are connected with. So make sure you're posting your videos to your existing LinkedIn, your Facebook. You're trying to reach all of the people who you already have a relationship with and get them interested in your project and sharing your content. So be sure you're recording all these videos. Of course, share them on TikTok. Just, grab a 60-second snippet of the videos you're already creating and push those out to TikTok to get interest from an additional audience outside of your immediate audience. And, it's a slow burn, but you'll get there. I promise to keep looking for a good partner. If you guys know of anybody in the agency marketing space who is a specialist and an expert, pass their information along and I'll reach out to them. And we'll get something going where we've got a nice partner who can, help us all along and creating the perfect agency marketing plan. But until then, Keep marketing. Don't wait for the features. Plan for the features.